Alright, here we got another stupid atheist. I mean, and I feel bad calling them stupid, but I mean, there's no other word to use. They're so arrogant and pompous that I think stupid is the only word I could use. So here's this guy, Scott Wilson. He's a fundamentalist atheist, and let's see, so first, he earlier gave me the definition of an atheist. He goes, an atheist is a term for someone that doesn't believe in a god or gods. Then he said, I kept asking him, well, what's a god? What's a god? Isn't that somebody else's concept? Isn't a god somebody else's belief? It took him a while to answer, so right here he says, God may be somebody else's concept. It's certainly not mine. So finally we got there. So here we go, I quote him. I quote him twice. I go, so now, Scott, according to your own words, isn't an atheist just somebody reacting to other people's thoughts? He writes, no. So I go, all right, we're going to put these two statements together and watch what happens. So now, in Scott's own words, I go, let's use your own words and see what happens. Atheist is a term for someone that doesn't believe in somebody else's concept. Let's look at that again. Atheist is a term for someone that doesn't believe in somebody else's concept. I go, that looks like a checkmate, Scott. You got any other moves? Remember, the question was, isn't an atheist just somebody reacting to other people's thoughts? He goes, no. But here he goes in his own words, it is. It's just someone who doesn't believe in someone else's concepts. So he gets mad, I don't know, he rants about something. I go, those are your words, Scott, not mine. Let's look again. So I repeat it for him. Atheist is a term for someone that doesn't believe in somebody else's concept. Oh, let me move back. I go, I never mentioned anyone's particular concept. I go, the topic was atheist. Let's stick with one topic before you try to change it or deflect. My question was, isn't an atheist just somebody reacting to other people's thoughts? Scott said no. Then I replied with using your own words, atheist is a term for someone that doesn't believe in somebody else's concept. Which a concept is just a thought. So I go, you checkmated yourself. I go, kind of neat how that works, huh? I go, I didn't have to take a position on anything or say anything whatsoever. Now we have some common ground to work with, and we can further the discussion properly. Unless common ground is something you never wanted in the first place, which is the case many times with people. So what do you think? He goes, no, it's not neat, it's pointless. So he starts ranting about how, he's a super atheist and he strives for empirical evidence and rational thought. He strives. So this is his rational thought. He already contradicted himself, and I never said anything. So I have to point this out to him. All that happened was that I had you deconstruct a few terms, and in the process you contradicted yourself. It was all you. I still never took a position on anything. I used to have an agenda just like you, yet the first time somebody got me with the Socratic method and some deconstructionism, I was a bit taken back. So anyways, here I rant. I go, I agree with you, Scott. An atheist is just somebody obsessed with what other people are thinking. So Scott never comes back. It was like a day or two later. I go, so the next question is, why are you so obsessed with what other people are thinking? And why would somebody label and identify themselves based on what someone is thinking? So first he said that's not an atheist. He said atheists weren't obsessed with what other people were thinking. Then, we used his own words to prove that he knows exactly what an atheist is. So here, let's go to his Google Plus page. You won't believe this. Every single comment and video that he commented on is about religion. Every single one. He's obsessed with what other people are thinking. Everyone's religion. Christian apologist. How to deal with atheists on the street. Ask. There's those kids. The all-knowing atheists. So a couple ain't about religion, but 95% God raptures an old black woman. Every thing he comments on, Christian apologist. Every one of his comments, or 90% of them, are all about religion. The deceit of Islam. Gay wedding cakes. 6 things in Islam that you should know about. More religious extremists. So everything he talks about is religion. He's totally obsessed with what other people are thinking. Yet he said no. At the same time, he said yes, that's what an atheist is. So, I don't know. Scott has to be, I don't know if we should label him the most pathetic atheist of the week. But I mean, they're all like that, so he's not the most pathetic. I mean, he at least answered my questions. He didn't run away till the end there. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Scott. He's just a typical atheist. Stupid, obsessed with other people, and just doesn't know any better. And they label themselves. An atheist is just a person. They label themselves based on what someone else is thinking. Their whole identity is based on that other person's concept of a God. I mean, does anyone else do that anywhere? Does anyone label themselves based on what other people might be thinking, or might be their concept of a God, or their concept of anything? It don't even have to be about religion. Does anybody label themselves and take on a whole identity based on not liking what other people think, or based on a resentment? I don't know. Poor Scott, man. He'll never get it. Hopefully he does get it, but I mean, actually, you know what? I think I came down. Yeah, I think he was still commenting all about religion since then. Since we even pointed out he was obsessed. But what are you gonna do?